Hi everybody.
Hiya.
I'm a Star-Lord,
I'm Deadpool.
and we are the Super SpikeGhetti heroes, and we're back playing Marvel Heroes Omega. And the reason we're playing this today, and we kind of talked about this previously, was we want to talk about Thor Ragnarok because we saw it.
Yeah.
And it's awesome and it's great. So this episode, we're gonna talk about Thor Ragnarok, but in a non-spoilery way.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil anything. We don't want to. The volume's really quiet. But anyway, yeah. Jason, let me ask you first. What did you think of Thor Ragnarok?
It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Best movie.
Best movie?
Okay, maybe not best movie, but it was good.
Right. I think. And this might be a little bit hyperbolic, but I'm gonna say it's my favorite Marvel movie since the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow. Wow.
I think it was just very good. Taika Waititi, if I'm saying his name properly, really knows how to put his own weird New Zealandy spin on things. You know?
Yeah.
I really
Gazillion.
enjoyed it. I thought the humor was great, but not at the expense of the action. I thought the action was cool. I thought it really turned Thor's, not without spoiling anything, but it really turned what you expect of a Thor movie on its head a little bit.
Yeah.
And
well, I feel like the older Thor movies were just ultra serious, Like,
right.
It
They
took
had
itself,
their moments.
it took itself too seriously.
And when they were funny or attempting to be funny, it was at the expense of the action, and it was like Kat Dennings running around going, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
This movie I think didn't do that. I've heard other people say it did. I disagree. I think all the funny moments were great. I think the performances were good. Well, it's not like, gonna win an Oscar or anything, but like I really enjoyed Jeff Goldblum, obviously. I'm a big Goldblum's a love it or hate it kind of guy, and I'm a lover for Goldblum. I think he's fantastic. And any scene he was in the movie for the most part was just ridiculous and wonderful. What I didn't expect though is I really liked Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie.
Oh yeah.
And going into the movie, I was just kind of like, well, I didn't mean to do that. Well. This is probably a character I'm not going to like, but I understand why she exists, blah, 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 blah. But I really enjoyed that character, and I thought that character was very well done. She was like not living laser.
Oh my
She
God.
is like, has PTSD and is like bisexual and an alcoholic and all these crazy like character things. And I don't go too heavy into them, right? But they do enough to where it makes her more interesting. And then I just like how the role was acted and done, and she's sassy, but I don't know. I just really liked that. Obviously, Tom Hiddleston as Loki is always good.
Yep.
What did you think of Hela, Kate Blanchett as Hela? Did you think good Marvel villain, bad Marvel villain? I mean,
I think it was good, but I feel like it could have been better.
Okay, all right. I think that's fair. I think, Marvel villains have mostly been miss as opposed to hit, right?
Right, yeah.
Even the movies that have been really good, like Guardians, I can't even remember the bad guy from Guardian, what his name is, other than he's Ronan the Accuser. Yeah, you know what I mean? That movie was good, but it wasn't because of the villain.
Right, yeah.
And there have been some obviously good ones, like Loki in both the original Thor and Avengers. But that's more or less because Loki is just like he's a villain who isn't quite a villain, right?
Right. What I wish they kind of would have done is give you more of like a backstory to her, because like they did that for the Valkyrie lady, but they didn't even do it for like their main villain.
Well, I think they did a little bit, right? I think they kind of did it almost too much.
What?
hear me out. They told you about it too much, right? They said, well, I was Odin's right hand guy, and him, and then he didn't want to kill anymore. Is this spoilers?
Yeah.
Is it?
You need to bleep all that out.
Ah, shit. All right,
cut.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll talk.
I feel like they said the same things over and over.
Right,
kind of.
and it didn't do enough. If they could have showed some of it.
Yeah, if they would have showed some of it, it would have done what they did, like in a couple different dialogue scenes,
right.
Just all at once.
Right. And I just thought her motivations were a little weak.
Yeah.
Like her motivation is, I just want to kill things because I like killing things. You know what I mean?
Of death.
Which I guess, hey, she's the goddess of death. Let her do what she wants. But I thought she was played well. I thought she was acted well.
Oh yeah.
There's that scene where this isn't spoilers, but there's that scene where she fights like the Asgardian army, right?
Yeah.
I thought there was some weird CG stuff in that didn't look quite right.
Yeah.
On the level of Avengers 2 at the beginning when they're fighting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of seemed like
it's like her body bent a little bit and got a little weird. Oh shit, it's the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh my god. Yeah, there was that, and then the fact that like a lot of her like attacks were like done like so fast that like you couldn't really.
Well,
tell.
yeah,
You
because
couldn't
she
follow it super well.
Because she forms all of her blades like in an instant, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a little hard to follow, and it was a little like the CGI just wasn't there where it needed to be. Like her body like changed shape a little bit at one point, and I noticed it the first time, but only like a little bit, and then we saw it a second time recently, and I was like, yeah, that's
it's just one of those things.
It's like in Avengers 2, Thor like jumps from like a platform to like somewhere else, and his body just like it looks not right. There's something wrong about it.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. Like you see it with your eye, and you like it's just something in your brain is just tells you that's not right.
Good CGI. You know it's CGI, but only because it's undoable, right?
Right, yeah.
Not because you actually can see it's CGI.
Right.
All right, we completed a legendary mission. Wow, we're so good.
Wait, is there another one?
Yeah,
there is.
There's always legendary missions. Should we just go kill whoever this is?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your rating on Thor Ragnarok?
Oh, you want me to give a rating already?
Yeah.
I would give it. Well,
5 being average. So like.
No. We're gonna go on my rating scale.
Your rating?
My rating scale, I would give it a 112.
Okay.
Out of A through Z.
Okay. Well, that's useless. Anyway,
what would you give Thor?
I would say out of 10, with 5 being like average movie. I was entertained.
So the IGN scale.
I don't know. Sure. I would say I'll give it an 8.
You give it an 8?
Yep. Solid 8.
If I'm giving it a real thing, I'd give it probably an 8.8.
You can't do points.
Why not?
You either gotta bump it up to 9 or take it
No,
down.
I'm not ready to give it a 9.
Then it's an 8.
No, it's an 8.8.
Nope, it's an 8.
Anyway, so I give it an 8.8. Anything else you want to talk about a movie wise before we get into spoiler territory? Like, is there a performance you liked, or I mean, obviously we didn't talk about the Hulk yet.
Right, yeah. That was what
That's hard to talk about the Hulk without spoilers, but other than to say he was great, wonderful.
Yeah, I think that, like...
I mean, they spoiled a lot of it already. Like, the Hulk's there. Like, know, the Thor does the, he's a friend from work thing, you know. Like, he does all that.
Yeah.
That's all in the movie. But I think there's much more to that. That scene almost felt too long to me.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe? Like, it was like, okay, we get it. They fought, so what happens now? You know, let's move on.
Well, I think what happens during the fight's important.
Yeah, but I think they could have trimmed it a little bit. Okay. Oh shit, I'm getting stuck in. Are we going to fight Doctor Doom right now? I feel like we're going to fight Doctor Doom right now, and I do not want to do that.
Like Dr. Doom.
So if you couldn't hear anything Jason said, great. I mean, the waveforms look okay, but maybe that's just me talking, and the little dips are you.
Yeah, maybe.
So Jason, I'll recap what Jason said. He said the villain was blah. He liked Hulk. He gives it an 8 out of 10.
I didn't say the villain was blah. I just said
You said she could have been better.
It could have been better, but I don't think she was bad.
Okay. Well, anyway, like I was saying, 21st Century Fox has been shopping their movie department to Disney.
What does that mean?
What that means is the X-Men, including Deadpool, and the Fantastic Four would come home to Marvel Studios.
Oh, snap.
Which that throws a whole other that makes things a little crazy, I think. I don't know how they do that, but they have to, right?
I think
you can't go, hey,
it's going to take some really, really clever writing in order to put them into the same universe.
Right, especially because the Fantastic Four are normally origin story part of Marvel Universe in general, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be weird if that happens. It hasn't happened yet. It's just rumors. I can't imagine it doesn't happen. But basically, Fox would sell everything to them except their sports and news channels.
Dang.
Yeah. So, and then Disney would continue to have a monopoly on everything good in our lives.
That's true.
They also said they're making another Star Wars trilogy, which I think is... I don't know how I feel about that, considering they're not done with this one. They're not even halfway done with this one.
Yeah, they're probably... I feel like... Wait, can we...
I'll just nuke it twice. I didn't mean to do that.
It's probably going to be one of those things oh, it's going to be all new characters and not anyone from the old movies are going to be in it.
Well, no, because that would be silly, because they've built up Rey and Finn and beautiful Mexican pilot man. I don't know his name.
Dang.
Oscar Isaac. Poe.
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron Poe or Poe Dameron?
Poe Dameron.
What came first,
Dameron
the Poe or
Poe.
the Dameron?
We might never know.
All right, everybody, we're going to end this episode here.
Science still can't answer.
Next episode, we are going to talk about Thor spoilers. So, if you haven't seen Thor, now's your chance. Go see it. It's amazing.
See it
it's
now.
awesome. I'll give it a 9. I'm changing my... It's a 9.
All right, it's a 9.
It's a 9. Ding, 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 ding. Suck my dick, Rex Overdrive. Bye.